seminar on stress management. Today, in modern lifestyle, we can see that each and every person is in stress. पेरेंट्स को स्ट्रेस है, बच्चा पढ़ाई करना चाहिए, क्लास में फर्स्ट आना चाहिए. बच्चे को स्ट्रेस है, क्यों मेरे पीछे पेरेंट्स पड़े हैं, मुझे जो करना है वो करने दीजिए. एम्प्लॉयर को स्ट्रेस है, वो एम्प्लॉय से एक्सपेक्ट कुछ कर रहा है. एम्प्लॉय अपने जॉब के स्ट्रेस में है. और हर फील्ड में, फिर वो एजुकेशन फील्ड रहने दो, स्पोर्ट्स फील्ड रहने दो या जॉब फील्ड रहने दो, आप देखोगे कि हर पर्सन स्ट्रेस में है. हम हमेशा दूसरे से कुछ एक्सपेक्टेशन करते हैं. हम हमारे काम में या हमको जो मिल रहा है उसमें हम समाधान ही नहीं है, और इसकी वजह से हमारा स्ट्रेस बढ़ता चलता है. और स्ट्रेस बढ़ने की वजह से उसका असर हमारे डे टू डे लाइफ पर भी होता है. जैसे कि हम हमारा जो कैपेसिटी है वो कम होता है, या हमको कुछ डिसीजेस होते हैं लाइक डायबिटीज, हाइपरटेंशन, ब्लड प्रेशर, ये डिसीजेस के प्रॉब्लम हमको होते हैं. एंड दैट्स व्हाई टुडे वी कैन से दैट समवन हु शुड गाइड अस how to manage our stress or how we should enjoy our life, because life we are living once and each and every day in our life is so important. And that's why today we are invited to the Dr. Yogesh Kodkani. His qualification is MBBS. He is a doctor in MBBS, but at the same time he is a MBBS doctor, but he is a part of alternative medicine practice. At the same time, a doctor, he has done FCAH. He is a PhD on the topic of pulse diagnosis. Sir also completed LLB degree from Gita Law College. Sir is also expert in karate and he has got black belt. He is a champion in karate. Sir also written an article on 10 types of diabetes and all curable by his method of treatment. Today, sir will give us a lecture on stress management in accordance with Gita. On behalf of Law College, I would like to request Professor Shedar to welcome our guest by presenting a bouquet of flowers. And now I request the sir to please guide us on stress management and what Gita says about it. Thank you, sir.
I'm most thankful to Professor Sheila Madam. She has taken this initiative. That means she's so caring for her students. It's not being a principal simply arranging lectures, arranging lecturers and giving knowledge in the same field, but it's all about overall development. Student life is not simply gather information to gather degrees. That is just one small part of it. The main part of student life is that one should improve one's overall personality, become an all-rounded person. And I am very happy to see that you have such a great principal who is really concerned about the welfare of the students. I'm very thankful to Madam for arranging this lecture. And I'm very happy to see all of you. That means the very fact that in such an early morning you are here, one thing, it means you are sincere. Secondly, it means you are also eager to know more about than what is simply taught in your books. So very happy to see all this. So let us all together go on this journey and let us enjoy this whole seminar. It will help you to become much better persons. Because when we see, whenever we buy any kind of equipment, we are always given a manual, right? And many times if that manual is absent, then we are very much clueless about how to operate. If the machine is very simple, it's okay. But if it's a little complicated, we don't know how to operate. Sometimes we don't even know where the on button is. So, and how to use it carefully so that we can get the maximum out of it. But thankfully, when we had been given this human body, a manual also came along with it. That manual was called allopathic. That manual was given from the beginning. Somehow this manual has got stored in some puja room or somewhere in some book, some cupboard, wrapped up in some red color cloth or orange color cloth. People have just forgotten to open it. So if you open this book, you find that life becomes so simple. You are able to live life very nicely, very happily, and get the most out of it. That's what a manual is supposed to be, right? Right?
Yeah.
So that's what we are going to see. We are going to take some portions of that manual. The manual is very big, it has got many things. But we are going to deal with only the stress management part of that. So let us go ahead. Next slide, please. So we are going to talk about stress management. So what exactly is stress? Anyone? Yeah.
Whenever your expectation and where you are, there is a big gap, the stress drive.
Perfect. So you can see here. There's one man who is obviously not so strong, lifting something which is beyond his capacity. On the other hand, you have a person who is so strong that he is not getting stressed, the iron is getting stressed. You can see it is getting bent. So that's why they say that you become so powerful, you can become so powerful, and then you can take on anything. But first internally build up. And Gita tells you how to do this, how you can make your life perfect, how you can become more, you can not just become a man but a superman, a superhuman. That's what the whole thing is all about. And when you become that, stress is something you just cannot experience. You can find that other person is stressed. The iron rod is getting stressed. He is not getting stressed. So we have to reach that level. Next slide. So again, stress is all about relativity. What may be stress for one person may be something, as they say, baएं हाथ का खेल for some other person. Totally. So what is important is you should know your capacity. So if you know your capacity, then you can lead life very easily. Next slide. So in Gita, it is described that there are 4 types of people. Now don't misunderstand that we are talking of some caste system here. No. Gita doesn't talk about caste system at all. Gita just says there are 4 types of people. They may be born in any family. Doesn't matter. But there are 4 basic types of people. They have different psychosomatic, different psychological, psychophysiological constitutions. And every person should know what is his psyche, what is his constitution. If a person knows his psychophysical constitution, then he can choose a vocation or any activity which is suited for him. This is all. Caste system has absolutely no basis. So it is something to be just thrown in the gutter. We are talking of something which is very fundamental. We all see that there are different types of people. Everyone is not the same. Even our 5 fingers of the hand are not the same. So human beings are also different types. You see that some people, they have a totally different kind of core competence. And everyone has something special in them. So if we want to make India great, if we want to make our life perfect, first we should understand what is our constitution and choose our activity like that. So everyone does their activity as per their constitution, and everyone is able to cooperate with each other, and the society becomes a very strong and vibrant society. So what are these types? So type 1 is intellectual. So even in a classroom you can see, forget about the world, even in a classroom you see some people are very studious, right? So you can understand they belong to the first type. Then There are some people who always want to take part in the election. They are even if not in election, they are still having that political bent. They also are very protective. They try to protect others. So this is one kind. Then there is another kind who are very business minded in everything. Even I know even when I was in school, some people will say, "Acha, what will you give me if I give you that? If you give me that, I will give you that." So like that, they want to do business. Even at a very young age, they have that mentality. So then there is a type which is totally artistic. They want to help others. They want to make the world more beautiful. So all these different types of people are there. Everyone can relate to this? Who can relate, please raise your hands. Can you understand these different types you have seen in your life? So many different types are there. And all these different people, they are supposed to choose their activity as per their psychosocial constitution. This is what the Gita says. Next slide. So, what does it mean? We have heard this saying, to each his own. Now, what does it mean? Each his own. You do what you are best at. Choose that and do it. So, everyone can excel. Everyone has something good. Even people who are the so-called, they are called special for a reason. So, even these autistic people, they have got some ability very special. Now, if they do that activity, their life is perfect. You don't even need to be a normal person to do something great. You can even be something different and yet do something great. So every one of you has got some special ability. You just have to recognize it and do it. And if you do it, you will not have the stress. You will just enjoy it. It is important that you love your work. If you love your work, your whole work becomes a vacation. Every day you go to your workplace, you are going on vacation. So you simply love your life and be happy. On the other hand, if somebody is made to do something which is not at all fit for, you force a person, sometimes it's very, very wrong, very bad. The parents, because they wanted to be something, they say, no, I couldn't be it, so my child should do that. And then they force the child, now you enter this vocation only. I couldn't become doctor, I couldn't become engineer, now you become doctor, you become engineer, like that. So that creates a lot of stress in the person. If the person doesn't have a liking for it, if the person doesn't have that psychophysical abilities. So now let's see. Next. So now here you have very poignant example. You know this person? Everyone knows? So this person was famous for doing what? Drawing horses, painting horses. Now instead of painting, you make him sit on a horse and enter the derby. Now what will happen? So this is just a simple example. If a person who is fit for a certain activity, now as per his activity, he is in the artistic type of person. Now you are putting him in the second type, the Kshatriya type, where they ride horses, the sportsman type. So if you make a person like that, his life is going to be miserable. Right? So we should not force people to do something which is not as per their psychological constitution and psychophysical constitution. Next slide. So most important thing is, if you want to be perfect, if you want to lead a very happy and healthy life, is to know yourself. Just try to understand who you are, what you are, how you are. Once you understand this, the rest of your life will become very simple. Understand that and then choose an activity which perfectly suits you. So everyone has strengths, everyone has weaknesses. So don't do those things as nobody says that don't do any certain things. You may do it as a hobby, you may do it something just because you like it, but don't make your life depend on that activity. If that activity is not as per your constitution, you may do it simply as for some pleasure. Somebody who is an artist, I won't say never ride a horse. Okay, you go and ride a horse, no problem. But that cannot be your main vocation. Right? Next. So do your best. Now do your best, we have heard all the time. But now understand that your has got. So that what is your best? What are you best at?
See that, find that, and do it. So everyone has a core competence. You stick to it. Gita says that if you try to do the work of somebody else, which you are not suitable for, that is fraught with danger. Actually goes to say it is fraught with danger. It creates stress because, see, it is not about how much you do for the world or how much you do for the country. Finally, the country is made of individuals. Unless the individual himself is happy, the country on the whole cannot be happy. The country cannot be stable unless every individual is stable. Finally, it is you yourself who is the most important person for you. If you are happy in your life, you are going to make life happy for others. If you make life happy for others, you are going to make the society and the country a happy place. Is that right? So, what does Gita say? Shreyan swadharmo vivuna paradharmat swanishtitat swadharme nidana shreya paradharmo bhayavaha. So, it is better that even if one is not so perfect in one work, better to stick to it rather than try to do something which is of something other person. Means you feel I am of a particular type and I should be doing this particular activity. But you say I am not perfect in it, so let me try to do something lesser. So then what you are doing, you are doing the crime of not doing your duty. Your duty is to do something you are capable of, even if it is not in a perfect manner. Nobody is talking of perfection. Forget perfection. Perfection, if you keep trying for perfection, perfection never happens because perfection always goes higher and higher and higher. So you try to do something as to the best of your ability, but just because you think it is not perfect, don't try to go for something which is lesser. So if you feel the sword is not very sharp, sword is still a sword, it has to be used as a sword. Don't use it as a kitchen knife. Right? It is dangerous. Try to use sword as a kitchen knife, you might do more harm to yourself also, you might cut yourself. So it's dangerous. So try to do things as per your best, but don't think that you have to be ultimate, you have to be the first in it, you have to do it to perfection. Believe me, perfection is something what you only can strive for. It never happens. So if you keep striving, you are going to be in stress all your life. Just try to do what you can do it as nicely as you can do. That's it. Next slide. So that was one part. Now we go to another cause of stress. There are many different aspects of stress which I will be dealing with. So there are many causes of stress. So one cause is lack of faith. If a person doesn't have this particular potency called faith within a person, then a person also has stress. Now look at this person. He has bought a ticket, he's sitting in a plane, and he doesn't have faith that this pilot can fly the plane. Now this is what happens with a lot of people. A lot of people have this thing that I just can't trust anybody. I have no trust. Now if you can't trust anybody, you sit in a bus, you don't know this fellow, whether he has a license, maybe he doesn't know, maybe he has drunk last night, you know what, and this. You keep thinking, no trust at all. Then your life is going to be stressful. So have some faith, but have faith which is very logical. Don't have illogical faith. Right? So faith should not have blind faith at any time. Should have faith which is within its limit, but it is important to have faith. If you don't have faith, life will be miserable because you can't trust anybody. Teacher is teaching something, but you say, I don't know whether she really is teaching what is right or what is, you don't know whether what is teaching is right. If you think like that constantly, you are going to be in total stress. You will not be able to even understand anything. Nothing will go inside. You won't be able to then make progress in your student life. So, next slide. So faith is not something that some very low-class people are supposed to have. It is not something that some uneducated people are supposed to have. Faith is something everyone is supposed to have to some measure. And if you have that in that measure, then it makes your life very, very peaceful. Another very important thing is to have faith in one's own ability. If we don't have faith in our own ability, then we'll every time have mistrust in while doing anything. We will have total lack of confidence. And that lack of confidence will prevent us from doing the things that we can do. And if we don't do those things, then we'll miss out on so many things and then we'll end up in a miserable condition. So that is also a kind of stress. So you should have faith in your ability. So have the confidence, have that faith. So this faith is not only in others, but also in oneself. So have this faith in yourself and you can move mountains also. Next. So now, in Gita again this about faith it is mentioned. Ajnascha shraddhanascha samshayatma vinashyati vayam lokosina paro na sukham samshayatmanaha. So a person who doesn't have faith, the Lord says that he is not happy in this life also and not in the next also. He is never happy. So faith is so important to have. Here you see the polar equivalent of Greta Thunberg. She is talking about climate change. So now she is asking, now do you believe in global warming? You see that in this life also some people still don't believe in global warming. So what will happen to them? They will have such miserable life that they won't be able to now understand what to do. So the ice is melting and that poor polar bear is suffering there. And because he didn't believe in global warming when it was told to him. On the other hand, in the next life you have somebody who has already reached heaven, but he still doesn't believe that there is a heaven. So because lack of faith. These are extreme examples. In between come our examples. So many times if we don't have basic faith, we suffer. So faith is something, it's a quality one should have in oneself if one wants to avoid unnecessary stress. Next. So as Madam was talking results, people have so much stress because of exams. Now exams themselves, they are just a very, what is it? Just you're supposed to take some question, write some answer, that's it. What is the big stress? That is not the stress. The stress is what will happen after the exam. What will be the result? That is the most important cause of stress, right? How many people have this stress? Okay, you very few have. So nice. So what is this? Why is this stress due to? This stress due to because of excessive attachment to results of one action. Now, what is an exam? Exam is to simply see how much you have learned. It is to show you how much you have understood. It is not something, there should not be any cause of stress. Why should it be? In fact, I love exams because exams force me to study. You should love exams. They force you to study. At other times, I am too busy with my practice. But whenever I am giving some exam, then I have to sit and study. Studying for exams is not the goal of life. Studying, you should study to gain knowledge. But somehow this exam thing, it is such a nice thing. Whenever it comes, it forces me to study. At other times, I am too busy with my other things. So even as a student, you might be having so many activities. But when exams come, take it as a very positive thing. Take it like something, wow, now exam is there, now I have to study. Now I automatically that little bit of stress. Now stress is again of two types. There is eustress and distress. So little stress is important because without that one will not do anything. But that stress should not become distress. Distress means that which will prevent you from doing anything. You will just not be able to do anything. You will be in a total state of incapacitation. So you should have little bit of respect for the exam. So that should give you that little bit of stress which will force you to study. But don't study, even when you are studying for the exam, don't study just for the exam. Don't simply study so that you can pass the exam or you can come first in the exam. Study because you want to gain knowledge. An exam is simply an opportunity that forces you to study. Look at exams in this way and see how the whole stress of exam simply goes away. An exam becomes enjoyable.
Believe me, I enjoy exams. Can you believe?
Yes.
I've given many exams. Actually many more degrees, but so many exams I've given. University exams, so many. But I actually enjoy them because it forces me. And that very act of studying itself is so enjoyable. And in exam you have the excuse ki now, okay, I have got exam, don't bother me. That excuse is there. Now I've got exam, now other things can be set at the back burner. Now let me study. So use it as that kind of opportunity and then see how life becomes so peaceful, so enjoyable. So you should understand that exams are not for upmanship. It is not that I give exams so that I can show I am the best. Don't do this, that will give stress. Study so that you will gain knowledge, so that you will be able to use that knowledge and so that you can make your life and the world a better place. That's the goal of study. Next slide. So what is the purpose? Is to acquire knowledge. If you simply understand that study is for the purpose of acquiring knowledge, all stress goes away. Just acquire knowledge. Study is acquire knowledge. Forget about exams when exams are not around the corner. Just study because it's your duty to study. As students, the first and foremost duty of a student is that the student is supposed to study. Taking part in political protests or taking part in extracurricular activities, the first part should not even be done. The second part should be done for overall development. But the main purpose of a student is that the student has to study. That's the whole thing. Student means one who studies. And one who doesn't study is not a student. So he is not doing the main activity what he is supposed to do. So study for the sake of knowledge only. And if you do that, you will find that you can easily pass exams. Exams become a pleasure if you study for knowledge. But if you study for exams, that simply because what happens when people study for exams, they see what are the most likely questions, what is this, and when those questions don't come, then they are total failure. But one who will study for the sake of knowledge will never bother what is most likely and what is unlikely. You will study everything. And once you know everything, then whatever comes, doesn't matter. You simply enjoy. Right? So then there is another kind of person who also gets stressed. That's the person who never studies. He will do everything else. He will watch television, he will play football, he will think about his girlfriend, so many things. But he will do anything else but study. Now this person, and he also wants to pass his exam. That's the biggest joke. You want to do all this, fine, but you also want to pass exams. Now how you are not going to get stressed? So that is the whole thing. If you want to avoid stress, then do your duty. Simple. Bhagavad Gita talks about doing duty. Just do it. Next. So Krishna says in this verse, कर्मण्ये वादिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भूत मा ते संगोष्ठ कर्म. One should be attached to doing one's work, but not to the result obtained by working. And at the same time, one should not be attached to not working. So you should not be attached to results. So just do your duty, because that's it. Just enjoy. Studying, enjoy studying. Just do it. But don't think about the exam, what will be the result. And at the same time, don't be attached to not studying. It is like, okay, forget, I don't bother about exams, I don't bother about results, so let me not study. Right? That should not be the case. So simply follow this very, very simple, sublime message. Do your duty and leave the rest. Next. So just do it. In any case, one should never be attached to not doing one's work. So if a student follows this teaching and does the duty of studying without bothering for the result of an exam and is careful about not neglecting to study, then he can lead a stress-free life, but also excel by doing one's best. So when you are stress-free, you are able to give your best. Right? So when you are stressed, you are tired, your mind can't think, your body can't function. You can't do anything. How to release this stress? Forget the result. Result is not in your hand. Is it in your hands? Whose hand is it in? Examiner, registrar, so many. It's not in your hands for sure. So why bother? So just do your best and leave the rest. Next. So
moving further, another cause of stress. So there are so many different causes which are dealt with. So you are what you eat. So food as a cause of stress. Food is supposed to help us gain energy, help us gain nutrition. But what happens nowadays is people simply use food as a means of pleasure. To give pleasure to the tongue, some tingling sensation in the tongue. And that tingling then goes down in the gut and creates tingling there, and that tingling goes to the brain and creates tingling there, and that disturbs the whole thing. So, Bhagavad Gita also speaks about different kinds of food and how, if you eat the right kind of food, you can lead a stress-free life. So, what does it say? Aharastu api sarvasya trividha bhavati priya yajna tapas tatha danam tesham vedam imam shunu. So there are foods in mode of goodness, food in mode of passion, and food in mode of ignorance. So food also has got all these different categories. Now how do we understand this in the medical terms? So it is known, nutritionists, you ask any nutritionist, they can tell you, there are foods that increase your BMR, the basic metabolic rate. Then there are foods that decrease it also. And then there are foods that don't alter it, they are neutral. So this is something scientifically known to even nutrition. So likewise, there are foods that even work the same way, that is on the body level, the BMR. But the same way the food also acts on the mental level. So how does it act on the mental level? There are foods that cause mental agitation. Very spicy food, onions, alcohol, they stimulate the brain. Even why do people have tea coffee? Because you feel sleepy, you want to activate yourself. So what does it mean? That means it is giving some stimulation. These are stimulants. So they are the things that stimulate your brain. So what is it? Anything that stimulates your brain and stimulates it more and more and more, what will it do? It will lead to agitation eventually. Right? So all these things, they create certain stimulation of the mind and they create more agitation eventually. So if you are feeling sleepy, what is the best thing to do? Go to sleep. But what do people do? I am feeling sleepy, let me have a cup of tea, let me have a cup of coffee. What are you doing? You are depriving your body of rest. So when your body doesn't get rest, then eventually at one time it starts rebelling. And that rebel is the stress, that rebel is the disease. It creates some disease in your body, it creates the stress in your body. Stress hormones start secreting. So when the body doesn't get enough rest, finally what happens is the adrenal starts secreting corticosteroids. They create stress, then what you get hypertension, diabetes, so many things happen. So this is because you are not giving your body enough rest. So what is important is if you eat food which don't increase your BMR too much, your mental BMR too much, you will be able to lead a very peaceful, stress-free life. Next. So you see, what does it say in Bhagavad Gita? Katva amla lavanti ushna, ishna ruksha Vidahina Ahara Rajasyesta Dukkha Shoka Maya Para. Such spicy, very spicy food and all. What it creates? Creates pain, stress, disease. Everyone knows, medically everyone knows. You have got, what are the main symptoms of stress? Peptic ulcer. And what causes peptic ulcer? Spicy. Right? So why does it, how does it cause? It causes on both levels. Cause directly and it causes to the mind. So if you want to lead peaceful life, stress-free life, avoid excessively spicy. We are not talking here of bland food. Ayurveda itself says that all the 5 types of taste should be present in your food, which include sweet, salty, spicy, everything. But not excessive. We are talking of excessive. Bhagavad Gita is the book which speaks about the middle path. In fact, it is the first book that spoke of middle path even before the Buddha spoke of it. So this middle path is advocated in the Gita long ago. It speaks that you should do everything in moderation. So eat spicy, no doubt. That's good. It is good for you actually. In fact, spicy food is supposed to even prevent cancer. Because it destroys everything, it destroys cancer also. But excessively if you take it, it will destroy your intestine. It will create agitation. So do everything in moderation. Have that understanding that if you eat certain food, it will create mental agitation. So avoid those foods. When when you want to study, mental agitation is something is the last thing you want. You want to be peaceful, right? We all students, right?
Yes.
How many? So all students should know that if you eat food which are of not excessive taste of any kind, you will be able to lead a very peaceful life and study. Next. So to avoid stress from disturbance of internal chemistry, one needs to eat sattvic food, that is food that do not alter the brain neurotransmitters and adrenal hormones to create a flight or flight reaction. So when there is too much of agitation internally, there is a flight or flight reaction. So person wants to either run away or he wants to fight. And when you are dealing with your book with whom that is not what you are going to do. You are going to sit and study. So these things don't match. The body is telling you just let fight or fly or run away. But you are supposed to sit here and study. So if this is happening in your internal chemistry is forcing you to run, to fight, and you are not supposed to do that, you are simply supposed to look at the book and understand. These two things don't match. So eat foods which create a pleasant situation in your system. Next one. So then there is so many other things. The fear of death is very highly underestimated cause of death. So we talked about various kinds of fear. Some people have an internal fear. Now someday I will die. Some people, in fact, I would say that even I had gone through this at one time. I had heard that one of my somebody, a doctor whom we know, his son, he was going for his exam and he fell down from the train and he hit his head and he was in the hospital for 2 months, head injury. At that time I said, what's the use? He studied so well, such a good student, now he hit his head and now he's not doing exam. I said, this can happen to anyone, so what's the point in studying? So I almost like, there is no point in studying, and that's the point I started thinking. There has to be something higher. This can't be the thing. That's when I started reading Gita and the scriptures. So this is something that sometimes internally a person feels, what's the point? You're going to die and you can die anytime, then what's the point? Right? So that itself can create a kind of stress and that can create disturbance in a person's life. So this can also, some people have this stress so much. I knew one person in my medical college, if we even utter the word death, you would start panicking. Actually, because, and he chose a topic, we had to give presentation, he chose one topic in which the dead bodies, they are preserved with some certain kind of thing called cryogenics. They are preserved, and then the person, in the hope that in the future they will be made alive again with some modern technological medical advancement. So people have so much fear of death sometimes, and that also creates stress. So this is one stress we also deal with, or Gita deals with that. So what is it? One thing you should know, for sure, authorized by the speaker of the Gita, that you don't die. Okay? You don't want to die. Fine? You understand? Why? Because you are not in body. You are body or you are soul. So, avinashi kalpiti yena sarvam idam tasam vinasham avyayasya na kashchit kalpumanas. Know that what pervades the entire body is indestructible. Nobody is going to destroy the imperishable soul. So, you are eternal beings. You are not going to die. So, forget about dying and don't have any stress about dying. Next slide. So, what happens when we are seeing people dying? What am I talking? Nobody dies, and what is all this? Am I out of my head to speak like this? So what does Gita say? न जायते म्रियते न वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविष्यति भविता न भूयः अजो नित्यो शाश्वतो यं पुराणं न मन्यते हन्ये मान्यते. For the soul there is neither birth nor death, it is eternal and changing and tranquil. He doesn't die when the body is dead. So even if the body is dead, the soul is still living. The soul's, what happens to the soul? It's living. So what happens? Vashamsu dirnani yathavyaye navani dirnani navani tatha shavidani vihaya dirnani ajnani samyati navani. So as a person puts on new garments when the old ones are torn, similarly soul accepts new material bodies bringing up the old and new systems. So you are going to live. You will be bothered about death. What if there is nothing? Anybody here will like old shirt is shirt is ready and the person is sitting and crying, oh my old shirt is torn. You have better food ready already, better water. Why will you cry? Isn't it foolishness? Right? So people have this fear of death for no reason, because death means you are going to get a better body if you are led your life properly, according to Gita. If you mess up your life, you might get a worse body. So next. So how do you ensure that you are able to lead a very regulated life? So in Gita also this verse is there. It says, Yuktahara viharasya yukta chetasya karmasu yukta swapna bodasya yoga bhavati yuktah. So one who is temperate in habits of eating, sleeping, working and recreation can mitigate all the pain by practicing yoga. So if you see everything is fine, but finally when it comes to the practice, one has to follow all these things. One has to have good amount of sleep. One has to do the work what is supposed to do, in your case studying. Then one also has to have recreation. Everything is important. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Not only dull boy, but very stressed out guy. Totally stressed out. So you have to have recreation. So with study, recreation is a must. So but how do you explain? So proper food, proper sleep, recreation, but this recreation should be wholesome. This recreation should be healthy. This recreation should make you more capable of working better next time. Not something that drains your energy, not something that makes you agitated. That something that gives you relaxation, pleasure, and wholesomeness. So this will keep stress at bay next time. So what is the best among all things? It is music and dance. These are some of the best things to relieve stress. If we can do that, then one is able to have a very stress-free, and it's the best form of recreation next time. So now again music. What kind of music? So rock music is known to create disruptive thinking process and not conducive to reaction. Rather, it promotes attraction towards substance abuse. So it is, if people, I said music is good, so you go and start listening to certain kind of music, but the music should be such that creates peaceful vibrations in the brain and not disruptive vibrations. Because when disruptive vibrations are present, to calm those, the people want to take certain other things which give them some kind of peace. So that should not be the case. So what are the music? Devotional music. It provides succor to the soul. And various studies, it has calming effect on the mind. And accompanied by dancing, it affects the best form of stress relief. So this is something you can think of and you can practice. And it will give the best form of stress relief. Next one. Then there is something people have, okay, everything, I'm doing everything fine, but I have some stress from something I did in the past. Some mistake I did, that is eating my soul, that is eating my mind, that is giving me stress. So what to do? For them, Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Sarva Papim Moksha. Just surrender to me, I will take care of everything. All the simple reactions, I will see that they are not there. So don't bother. So no guilt. So start life afresh. So for every kind of stress, there is a solution given in the every kind of stress. So he says, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender to me. I will deliver you from sinful reactions. The best formula is to surrender to the Supreme Lord and follow the instructions. Surrender doesn't mean go and just do namaskar in the temple or something like that. Not that. Surrender means to even follow the instructions. The instructions are there. Please just put one small, maybe hardly 10% today we spoke about instructions. But even this, if you follow, your life can be perfect. Other things are more philosophical, more detailed things. But as far as stress-free life is concerned, I think I have finished all the possible verses of Gita. So I thank all of you for patiently hearing. They can ask.
He wants to ask any question.
Stress नहीं होगा. Sir, thank you very much for the lecture. I want to add one line. Another question. I know the moment you're saying perfection, right? So I was thinking if we read from right to left, it doesn't matter how much action you take, there is always a fraction remaining to reach perfection. So, studying law from both the sides.
Thank you so much.
Anybody want to ask anything?
Sir, am I audible? Thank you sir for this very brief lecture. There were a lot of things we learned from it. It will definitely help us down the line. The only question that I had, actually two. One is you said that we should have, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. But just probably half an hour before you said that when we do the thing that we love, we are on vacation. Whatever if we love what we do, we are on vacation. So, do we still need any recreation out of that vacation period?
Very
First question that I have.
Very nice question. So, I'll answer.
And there is one more question. In the entire process, we learned a lot of steps to mitigate or reduce our stress. But probably this might be not in line with the current discussion. But even in Gita, as we see in the chapter 2, and in chapter 1, Arjuna keeps down his bow saying, I will not fight with my gurus and all the seniors around. He was ready to quit. But that's where Krishna said that it's your dharma as a Kshatriya that you should fight, else the next generation would end up doing wrong words and all the things. So don't you think that added stress to Arjuna in the first place?
Yeah, thank you. So first part, this first question was that if we are enjoying the work, what we are doing, do we still need a break from it and something else? The answer is yes, because when you're doing some work, certain portions of your brain are active in that. Usually the work of most time is either a right-brained activity or a left-brained activity. So if a person is artistic, doing some artistic work, his right brain is being used more. And if a person is doing very, very particular work like writing or something like that, then his left brain is being used. So to give relief to this excessive overactivation of one side of the brain, recreation has to be something which is opposite to what a person is normally doing. And that is also, a person can find something he likes even in that. So even in recreation, one can do recreation which a person likes. So that will help to balance both sides of the brain. And when both sides of the brain are balanced and functioning together, that person reaches what is known as the genius level. Any person is using only one side of the brain, he is very perfect, is very good in that activity, but he is still not a genius. A genius is one in whose case both sides of the brain are active. That person is the genius level. He is a happy person also. And because both sides are balanced, there is no excessive overactivation of one side because that leads to lopsidedness. And Gita is all about balance. You have to be balanced in it. Second part, Krishna told Arjuna to fight when Arjuna did not want to fight, and that created stress. Should have been probably created stress in him. But Krishna didn't simply goad him to fight. Arjuna, you are a fool, you don't understand, just fight. It was not like that. Arjuna was told the whole thing. Arjuna, you are a soul. All these people are souls. If you don't fight now, these people on the other side, they are irreligious people. If they take over, then irreligion will spread. And if irreligion spreads, then there will be nothing but stress in the whole society. So to prevent that stress, and not only in the whole society, tomorrow even you will be under stress because you think that by throwing this bow down and taking a very high moral position and you go to the forest, do you think these people are going to let you free? They will come there also and trouble you. And eventually they will make you fight. This is what Krishna told. Your duty is to fight. Now you are in that position. Why don't you do it now? It's like a student studying for exam is I don't want to give exam now. What does he achieve? Eventually he has to give the exam. He wants to get out of the institution, right? Get his degree. So one day you are going to do it, so why not now? To avoid future stress, to avoid unnecessary disturbance, do it now. Right now is the time. Now is the time. To be in the present. Do your duty now itself. Why postpone? That was. Yeah.
My doubt may be not directly to the stress. Some years ago, I started reading Bhagavad Gita. I completed 30% or 50%. But as we start, I am talking in terms of religion. When I started to understand religions, be it Islam, be it Christianity, be it Hinduism, I started doubting existence of God. It may not be related to this. I think that you are somewhere forward to whatever I perceive. So I wrote some lines. With your permission, I can. It's written in Marathi. So मला माहित नाही किती जणांना समजेल. Please guide me. The title is शोध. परमात्मा हवा आहे अविनाशी या आत्म्याच्या शाश्वत सुखासाठी. सारथी हवा आहे कलियुगी या अर्जुनाला मार्गक्रमणासाठी. मतलब I treated myself as a जन्म नको आणि मृत्यूही सुटकारा हवा आहे मोक्षप्राप्तीसाठी. हवी आहे भगवद्गीता विज्ञानाला कारण देऊन समजवण्यासाठी. प्रयोग हवे आणि निष्कर्षही शास्त्रज्ञांना वैदिक शास्त्रे पटवण्यासाठी. शोधत आहेत ते शक्यता महाभारत घडल्याची श्रीकृष्ण असल्याची. शोधत आहे मी सत्यता कृष्णार्जुनाच्या संवादाची भगवंताच्या असण्याची. म्हणजे मी थोडा
So I understand. So what he's saying is yes, it makes sense and all, but what is the proof that it actually happened eventually? So I'm happy to say that a lot of proofs have been found recently. They have found not only the existence of Dwarka as the coast of Gujarat, but also in the area where actual battlefield happened. They even recently found some actual whole chariot and weapons. Things have been found. There is enough proof that things actually happened. So if that is good enough for us to have faith, that is good. And more than that, forget all these external proofs. I would tell that when I was reading Bhagavad Gita, I am the most skeptical person on earth. I started with atheism. I started with when I studied in school about Big Bang and evolution. I gave up belief in God altogether. And I started from that level. But I was not only a skeptic, but I was also a scientist. I also wanted to know if this is the fact, then how other things, so many things are happening. So I started searching for answers. Can science explain everything? Can Big Bang, can evolution explain everything? And when I was doing this study, even in my, I think I was in my 10th standard, I read a medical book, physiology, trying to understand how consciousness actually is. And believe me, there is no hint of understanding of consciousness. So consciousness is something, you know you exist, right? Anybody has to prove to you? No. So you know that you exist, you are conscious of your existence, and this consciousness has no basis in physiology at all. It is something which is totally fundamental. The soul is the seat of consciousness. So I used to also do meditation. I was a skeptic, no doubt, I was a searcher. But I used to do meditation, and in meditation I could feel that I exist separate from my body. And when I read Bhagavad Gita, then so many things started making sense. I had by that time already understood that so many things, planets moving, electrons moving around the nucleus and this, that. How is all this thing happening? There has to be somebody in control. So some things I had already understood that soul exists, God exists. And I also understood that there is something called Maya.
in yoga as you read this, that in quantum physics they explained that everything is energy. Everything is energy. There is no such thing as matter. Matter is just a condensation of energy. So that is what the scriptures were talking. Everything is energy. Maya means illusory energy. Energy which creates an illusion of being. That is Maya. So when I had already reached this, through scientific study I had reached this conclusion. And when this was again, I read it in Bhagavad Gita, I was okay. I think he must be God. It was like that. And let me tell you another thing, just something that convinced me even further. When I was reading this in Bhagavad Gita, one place Krishna says, among fishes, I am the shark. And when I read this, I said, what nonsense. Why shark? Whale is the biggest fish. Why Krishna doesn't know about whale? Then I realized after some few days, I was reading, just a few days, so look at the coincidence. After 2-3 days, those days Reader's Digest used to come home. Nowadays it doesn't. Those days. So on that Reader's Digest, on the left side, they used to have these topics, important topics inside. So there was one topic, why shark is the best of fishes. Reader's Digest, writing shark is best. And after that I realized that whale is not even a fish, it's a mammal. so many things. They convince me that the speaker is something who is superhuman, not ordinary human. We must be God.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experience as well as your knowledge on how to deal with stress management and whatever Bhagavad Gita, the Holy Book, Bhagavad says. Now, I would like to thank sir very much for coming to our college and sharing his experience with our students. And students, now you have exams, so now you know how to deal with the stress of exams. Okay?
So all the best for everyone.
एक लिस्ट मेरे पास में आई है जिनके डॉक्यूमेंट्स आपने जो दिए हुए हैं